Where there are people, there is noise.
Hey, it's you! I didn't expect to see you here in the administrative district. How have you been lately? The Stellaron crisis subsided. Belobog's been feeling a little more cheerful. We're really grateful for your assistance. And yes, things are going well for me too. Thanks for asking. You spent so much time in Belobog on your last visit. You must have passed by here before, right? This is Belobog's History and Culture Museum, built more than 600 years ago. Last time you visited, it was closed for its 10-year renovation. Now that the Stellaron crisis is over, we've been able to allocate more manpower to the renovation works. The museum should be open to the public again soon. It's just... we encountered a problem during the renovation process. The Silvermane guards are doing all they can to figure it out. Sorry. I shouldn't talk about it in the open like this. Hey, why don't I give you a tour of the museum? We can talk inside while I show you around. If you have time, that is. Great. What are we waiting for? Welcome to Belobog's History and Culture Museum. As you can see, after nearly 100 days of renovation, The interior looks brand new. However, there's a problem that needs to be resolved before it can open to the public. The museum was established nearly 600 years ago as a memorial to honor Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, and the martyrs who gave their lives in the battle against the invaders from beyond the sky. As time went on, new exhibits were continually added to the memorial until it became the museum we see today. Past the reception hall, you'll find the General Hall, the museum's largest exhibition room. There are all sorts of exhibits on display. Paintings by famous artists, samples of the planet's crust. Visitors can experience the essence of Belobog's culture in just a few minutes' time. I really hope the museum can open up soon. The children here need a culturally enriching environment, especially those from the underworld. But like I mentioned earlier, we're in a bit of a bind. We could really use a helping hand. Here, this is the issue we're trying to deal with. It was stolen. It was one of the oldest and most precious items in the General Hall collection, the meteor fragment. It is said that 700 years ago, the invaders from beyond the sky descended upon the surface of Eurillo 6 with a meteor shower. The meteor fragment is solid evidence that those invaders once tainted our land. Sorry, the tour guide in me gets a little carried away. I'm not here to give you a history lesson. Still, it's no exaggeration to say that if the meteor fragment isn't recovered, the museum will lose half of its significance. Not yet. That's why this case is such a conundrum for the Silvermane guards. Truth be told, the meteor fragment isn't the only item that was stolen, but we want the museum to open as soon as possible. We can worry about the other missing items later. Of course! I wouldn't ask you to start a whole investigation from scratch. The guard station in the underworld reported that some suspicious characters have been meeting at a hideout in the Great Mine late at night. Since the Silvermane guards are still getting situated in the underworld and we don't have any direct evidence, we haven't been able to apprehend any suspects. But if you were to go there yourself and ask around, I think we could gather a lot of useful intel. So, would you like to help solve this case? Sounds promising. I'll meet you in the underworld then.
What was that? So you could take on me? Asking for trouble, take on me? Was I seeing things? What was I seeing things? Asking for trouble, huh?
Let's be friends. Chill out. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Tedious.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
A blade of moonlight. Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
The conditions here are so rudimentary. I wonder how long those people have been living here. In fact, we contacted an agent from Wildfire. Apparently she has some first-hand intel. I think her name was... Sweta? Yes, that's right. Let's go pay her a visit.
What? Oh, it's you! Oh, I thought I'd been discovered. Let's try not to make a commotion. You never know who's listening.
That bad, huh? How many exhibit thieves are there?
A lot. I don't know if you're aware, miss, but any intel that makes money spreads like wildfire in the underworld. Travel between the overworld and the underworld has been open for some time, but not everyone down here can take advantage of that opportunity. The majority of underworlders have to stay here to feed their families. From what I hear, smuggling museum artifacts is a lucrative enterprise. If I wasn't working for Wildfire, I'd be tempted to get in on the cash myself. Not for certain, but I've heard some rumors that might be of interest to you.
I'm all ears.
Firstly, the group in question has a very public presence. They post recruitment notices all over the street. If you can find a notice, you might be able to glean some clues from it. Secondly, they're rash and careless in their work. They've been seen carrying large crates of illicit goods around the mines and selling them out in the open, without even trying to hide anything from the miners. Thirdly, I heard there are children in the mines that might be involved. I haven't had the chance to look into it, but keep an eye out.
I see. Thanks for the intel. I'm sure it'll help us crack the case. Well, I'm going to head for the settlement and see if I can get more intel from the locals. In the meantime, do you think you could head out and look for more clues? We can compare notes when you're done. I'm counting on you.
My daddy made a lot of money this month. He bought me lots of new clothes. Things you can't even find in the underworld.
Clothes schmoes. My daddy bought me a super rare present. He got me a model tram. Bet you haven't seen one of those before. That costs way much more than boring clothes.
Sounds like their parents bought them expensive gifts recently. If people in the underworld want to get rich, what options do they have? This is noteworthy.
Evil's begun.
Stand down and I'll spare you.
A thousand wonders to raise your spirit. Good omens. Fight us one!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame! A blade of moonlight. Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Beep, beep.
What are these two doing sneaking around?
Beep, beep. Alert, alert. Nosy person spotted. Nosy person spotted. Beep, beep. Protect the goods. Protect the goods.
All the best!
Tedious.
You'll pay for this. Evildoer.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame! A blade of moonlight. Nowhere to run!
Empty. These crates were probably used to store stolen items. Someone left robots to guard them. Looks like I'm too late. Let's look elsewhere. The 3 rumors Sweta talked about all check out. Time to meet back up with Pela.
good, you're back. Did you find any critical intel? I see. Looks like someone is getting the miners involved in the stealing after all. I made some progress too. The miners here said they've noticed some people acting strange recently. A few vagrants who almost never leave the Great Mine have suddenly started making trips to Boulder Town. I asked the Silvermane guard stationed there to go investigate some places of interest. I hope they find something... Hey! We've got some news! What a stroke of luck! I didn't expect to get a break in the investigation so quickly. Come on, let's go to the Gerda Grand Hotel. I hope this isn't some sort of cover-up operation.
Where there are people, there is noise.
This must be the box. Let's open it. Let's see. The color, the texture. Yep, this is the stolen meteor fragment, all right. Fantastic! I've done a lot of research into artifact authentication techniques. You can trust my judgment. I understand why you're suspicious, though. This whole investigation was a little too easy. In any case, now that we have the meteor fragment, the museum can now open to the public. That's good news. As for tracking down the thief, I'm afraid it'll be a long-term project. When the time comes, we may need your assistance again. Let's go. We need to take this item back to the museum where it belongs.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Now the General Hall can return to its former glory. Thanks for your help. The meteor fragment. It's so majestic. The value of items housed here can't be measured in money alone. But this little piece of stone could fetch a mountain of cash. The General Hall is ready to open to the public again. Oh, by the way, the museum's previous manager resigned recently to pursue his dream of becoming a writer. So, if you're interested, do you think you'd like to take up the post part-time? I promise you it won't be a boring job. Museum manager. Voted among the top 3 most highly desired careers after graduation in a Bellabog Academy poll. Needless to say, we offer a competitive package. The fact you're asking means you've got your heart set on it already, right? Great! Now that that's settled, let's go pay a visit to the museum lobby secretary, Eris. She's a talented worker and can tell you everything there is to know about museum matters. Allow me to introduce you two. This is Eris, our secretary. And this is the savior of Bellabog from the Express. I'm sure you've heard her name many times already.
Oh yes, I've heard so much about you. It's so nice to finally have the pleasure of meeting you.
In addition to her secretarial duties, Eris is also a student at the Bellabog College of Art. She's very knowledgeable about the museum's exhibits and their history. Eris, starting today, she is going to be our museum manager. Please keep her updated on matters relating to the opening and operation of the exhibits.
My pleasure, Miss Payla. Leave it to me. I'll keep our manager up to speed on every detail. Would you like to begin with the museum's workflows? That's the spirit. Let's get started then. welcome!
You! Have you found something? Papa knew something strange was going on! Come on! Think of something! Come on! Think of...
So this is the Astral Express. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm a messenger from the Garden of Recollection. I will be staying on the Express from now on. It's very nice to meet you. Let me explain. Garden of Recollection is an organization that worships the Aeon Fuli. As a messenger for the Remembrance, we surrendered our worldly bodies and traversed the universe in the form of memes to search the stars on behalf of Fuli for the most precious memories. Seeing that I'm able to be here, you must have already come to understand the concept of remembrance and the Garden of Recollection. The memories that you possess have activated a pathway for the Garden of Recollection to make copies and implant me into your thoughts. We can actually just follow you without being noticed. However, the Garden of Recollection believes that you're special. The memories that you possess are extremely rare and precious, and it's very likely there will be even more in the future. That's why I thought it'd be best if I introduced myself to you. I noticed that you've also received the concept of memo snatchers. The Garden of Recollection wouldn't want you to mistake us for thieves or crooks. Everything we do is for a higher purpose. I believe we've become acquainted now. Some keywords and hints to your question. Herta and Light Cone. When you came in contact with them, the concept of remembrance, Garden of Recollection, and Memo Snatcher were implanted in you. Madame Herta has a slight prejudice against us, so the Garden of Recollection believes that it'll be best if I provide you with a proper understanding of these concepts. There is actually something that I need, so I'll get right to it. The Garden of Recollection wants to preserve your memories. But don't worry, we won't take it from you. We just want to make a copy of the precious moments. You can see it as a trade between us. This is the Forgotten Hall, created specially to store your memories. We hope that you can visit this place regularly to rekindle your lost memories. The Garden of Recollection will extract the memories they want and give you something in return, in the form of matter and light cones. Come, I swear on the memories of my past self that you won't be at a loss for anything. Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
We need a strategy.
The moon shines on the truth.
Chill out.
Unworthy of my time. Fleeting light, roaring flood. A blade of moonlight.
Evil's begun.
nowhere to run!
This battle is unavoidable. Evildoer.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame! Indestructible.
Let's be friends, shall we? All the best!
Stand down and I'll spare you.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Good omens. Fight as one! What is it? Are you not feeling well? That's how it is the first time. From now on, all you have to do is enter the Forgotten Hall periodically, and we'll give you an abundant amount of rewards. About me being on the Astral Express. It'd be best if you kept it between the two of us. I won't reveal myself to your companions, so make sure you don't tell them about me, okay? If that's the case, the Garden of Recollection will have to block out their memories. I really don't have a choice. Please don't make me do that. Alrighty then. Just step close to the mirror if you ever want to find me.
Did you find anything?
Someone from the Garden of Recollection is here? On the Express?
Seems like the rumors are true. The emanators of the Remembrance don't have a physical body, and only those they allow can see them.
The Express is not a place they can just come and go as they wish. We have to kick them out.
Yes, I agree. Dealing with the Garden of Recollection is dangerous, and the Trade of Memories is shady business.
We'll come up with something. Don't worry, Conductor.
All right. Thanks.
I asked you so candidly, yet you still told them. Then I'll have to seal this portion of their memories. I'm sorry, but I don't have a choice. You and only you can know about me. If a key word related to me shows up in their memories, then we'll have no choice but to get rid of it. Why don't you trust me? I won't hurt them. We have our rules at the Garden of Recollection. Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall? Do you want to enter the Forgotten...
We need a strategy.
Show your courage. Cool!
Will of preservation.
The moon shines on the truth.
Evils be gone.
Fleeting light, roaring flood. Blade of moonlight.
1,000 wonders to fight as one!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Do you want to enter the forgotten?
We need a strategy.
Show your courage. Cool it!
Will of preservation.
The moon shines on the truth.
Fight as one!
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength.
We need a strategy.
Show your courage. Cool.
Will of preservation.
The moon shines on the truth.
Fight as one!
Blade of moonlight.
Onward!
In lunar flame.
That, like this.
We need a strategy.
Cool.
The moon shines on the truth.
Will of preservation.
Show your courage.
Fight as one!
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Lend me your strength.
This is crazy. I was stuck on one thing for so long, I've done all this. Finally I'm up to where I should be. And even soon I'll be able to do that done.
Do you want to enter the...
We need a strategy.
The enemy situation has changed.
Cool it!
Will of preservation.
The moon shines on the truth.
We're in trouble now.
Fight as one!
Troublesome. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Do not concern yourself with the outcome. The moon shines on the truth.
We're in trouble now!
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength!
We need a strategy. Will of preservation!
We're in trouble now!
On my mark! Not a step back!
Lend me your strength!
Blade of moon.
To guard and defend! Crush them!
Fight as one!
Lance, forward!
In lunar flame. Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Cool it! Show your courage!
Will of preservation!
The moon shines on the truth. Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength!
In lunar flame.
To guard and defend! Crush them!
Execute the judgment!
Talk!
Fight as one!
For your sins! I've lost my way.
I don't have as much good luck as I need. I got horrible bad luck. I'm not going to be able to get this in 20 things. No way. 20, maybe. Say horrible bad luck.
No.
Physical.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
Three days? Come on.
noise.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
At least like an imaginary character.
We need a strategy. The moon shines on the truth.
We're in trouble now.
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength.
Lance, forward! In lunar flame. Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Show your courage.
Will of preservation. The moon shines on the truth.
We're in trouble now.
Blade of moonlight.
Fight as one! To guard and defend. Crush them.
In lunar flame. We need a strategy. The moon shines on the truth. Will of preservation.
We're in trouble now.
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength.
On my mark!
Lance, forward! In lunar flame.
Fight as one!
Blade of moonlight. I taste malice in the air. Will of preservation.
Show your courage.
The moon shines on the truth.
We're in trouble now.
Blade of moonlight.
To guard and defend! Crush them! Lend me your strength! Lend me your strength!
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten?
We need a strategy.
Show your courage.
Will of preservation. The redemption.
We're in trouble now. Fight as one!
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight. For your sins. Judgment is here. Retribution.
Troublesome. To guard and defend. Crush them.
For your sins. Lance, forward!
Lend me your strength.
Not a scratch. Execute the judgment. Try harder. Not a scratch. In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight. The redemption. Prayers won't help you. I've lost my way. I taste malice in the air. Will of preservation. The moon shines on the truth.
We're in trouble now.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Yeah! Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them!
To the finish.
All the best!
Flaming lance. Forward!
Good omens! Fight us one!
Try harder. Indestructible. In lunar flame.
Yeah! The time is now. Lend me your strength.
I have to keep going.
Yeah!
Blade of moonlight.
There goes. Wait, what? Oh, no more than one. Okay, I can deal with one person going down.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
We need a strategy.
Show your courage.
Can't stop the rock! Will of preservation. The moon shines on the truth. Can't stop the rock! Time for the main event.
Turn it up!
Tedious. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! Blade of moonlight. I'm on guard.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Ready for death? This song's for you. Keep up! Lance at the ready. Ha! Nowhere to run.
You'll pay for this.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
This battle is unavoidable. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Let's rock! You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Let's go say hi. Cool.
Stay.
Shift the balance. Found. Seize the moment.
I have no idea what I'm going to do with these characters.
How many can you block?
The sword is like water. It cannot remain still.
A thousand wonders to raise your spirits! Fight as one!
Blade and flight!
Naughty child.
You know nothing of the weight behind. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Seems I've been waiting a while. Nap time.
Yeah! Strike with heart! Swords descend!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Blade and flight!
That's better.
You paid for that!
That won't stop me.
I'm
Rest to you.
Strike with heart! I've dishonored the blade. Noise.